And we are back. Spencer, and thank you so much for joining us today. The two of you teamed up to bring an orchestra full of Catholic musicians called Higher-Word to New York City. So how did you guys meet and decide to do this project together?
Sure. Yeah. Well, first of all, that conductor there is very captivating. So credit to him in the video. But yeah, as way of background,
Jacob.
Higher Word, it's a nonprofit where we look to elevate the Catholic experience in New York City and supplement all the other wonderful things going on at the parish level, the community level, the archdiocese events, and we try to put on these events that capture two things. One are these talks, these insightful Catholic truths that allow you to go deeper in your faith. Combine that with the interplay of the emotion, the beauty, the music that the words that the words don't touch, that take you somewhere else. And that's been kind of the formula for how we've gone about this. In terms of meeting Jacob here, as we wanted to build out this music piece, I met Jacob at an event here in the city a few months ago, and there was a lot of alignment with his vision of wanting to go deeper and expressing music and his work, being studying his doctorate at Juilliard, which he'll speak about. But that was sort of the launch of this, and we put together this event in October that we're really excited about.
Yeah, okay, so the performance is called The Source of Beauty. We saw a little bit about it in the trailer. So, Jacob, can you tell us a little bit more about how you chose that name and what people can expect from the evening?
Certainly. Well, as a classical musician, we are dealing with questions of beauty and the great tradition of art all the time. And I'm a student at Juilliard right now, and so this is something that we deal with on a daily basis. But a lot of times, what's left out is the connection of so much of this music was the church. I mean, at the beginning, it was liturgical. And so I think most music history courses will start with, Notre Dame and stuff like that. But the thing that really, excited me for this concert and what I've been wanting to do for a long time, and Spencer came in at God's perfect timing here, was to draw the connection that so many of the composers that we know of, Mozart, Beethoven, Vivaldi, Dvorak, all these people were either raised Catholic or, in the most part, stayed faithful Catholics their entire life. Mozart, Vivaldi was even a priest. So there are these great composers that I think a lot of the public maybe don't realize how central to their lives and their music their Catholic faith was. And so that was kind of the goal underneath all of this, was to bring that into focus and kind of kickstart another Catholic renaissance in classical music.
It is interesting. The history of the church in the arts is just so rich. So I'm so glad you guys are doing this. So how did you find 30 Catholic orchestra members? That had to be hard?
Yeah, I could take that, but basically we have a team that we've kind of sourced from different places. Obviously, Jacob with his network at Juilliard and a couple other people here. But it was just a combination of people knowing about what we're about in some of our past events, and we had a vision of doing it, and we were just led to uncovering all these people who are behind the mission, and that's what makes it unique. It's like, as Jacob said, it's not just an orchestra performance. I think people are buying into the mission and wanting to participate in that, so that was definitely a big selling point.
And Jacob, as the conductor, can you tell us a little more about your role? Because I imagine it's a lot harder than it looks. And I don't know if you guys ever did this in music class growing up, but as a kid, you kind of pretend to be a conductor and you just think that you go like that, and that's what you think it is. So can you give us a little bit more insight on what the role is and what you're actually doing there?
Certainly, and I agree with you. When I was when I was a kid, I would be in the car conducting along to Beethoven. I thought, well, this is great, And what's interesting is that all my degrees are in composition, actually. So I've been studying conducting on and off for almost as long as I'm a pianist and first and foremost a composer. But to have the conducting angle as well is really important to understand how an ensemble rehearses, how an ensemble works. And really what it comes down to is an orchestra is more than just, let's say, a quartet where people can decide how they want to do a piece democratically, if you will. So when you have 20, 30, sometimes up to 80 people performing a piece of music, you do need somebody at the center of it to say, okay, this is the direction that we're going. This is the tempo we're going to take. This is when we're going to get, loud, soft, that all of that. So essentially, I'm up there to hold things together, to sort of set a vision, and to, just make sure everybody starts and stops together.
So, Jacob, if I got up there and just tried to conduct, would every single person in the orchestra either look at me strangely or just start laughing?
It depends. I mean, there's sometimes you can keep a beat, but it is really more than just keeping time. There's you want to cue entrances and make sure things work. So maybe they would ignore you, or maybe they would follow you.
You're very kind. You could just say it would be a disaster. That's okay.
Let's find out.
So the concert is Thursday, October 10th, St. Anthony's in Manhattan. How can people get tickets?
Sure, yeah. So we have a mailing list for people who are already subscribed, but our Instagram page right now has a ticket to the link, and then also on the YouTube page where the video was shown, there's also a link there. I could spell it out, but it's basically HW for Higher-Word, hwbeauty.rsvpafy.com. So that's hwbeauty.rsvpafy.com. And yeah, would love to welcome your audience and hope to see everyone there for that.
Yeah, and we just had that on the screen too, so it was perfect. You said it right as it was on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So
will you be taping it?
We don't know if we're gonna tape the actual thing. There's something about capturing the magic being there live. We'll certainly have cut downs or pieces to share, but that's something we'll decide with our team over the next couple weeks.
Well, if you ever need comedic thing during it, just bring me in, okay?
I know who to ask.
There we go. Hey, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day and best of luck on the 10th.
Great. Thanks for having us.